Hey everyone, I'm just going to quickly go through what active reading is. Right now, I just have a magazine open to an article. Pretend this was a textbook and you were asked to read it. Read this chapter, read these couple pages. The first step in active reading is just to scan it. So, what I would do is I would just read through the headlines and the bolded parts and pay attention to the bullets and also the pictures and the things that are highlighted. At that point, I know kind of what this article is about or this chapter is about. The next thing I would do would be read the whole chapter. And while I read it, I would have a writing utensil in my hand and I could underline or circle things that were important or things that made sense to me. But there's a hitch. In CR tests, mineral sunscreens don't do as good as a job of shielding skin as a chemical sunscreen. Well, that is something I didn't know, and maybe something that I think is important to understanding the article. So that would be something I would circle or underline. Um, as you actively read and you finish the whole thing, you could also write questions in the margins and start relating it to things you already know about the topic. So once you're done, the next step is to review your notes as they appear in either the margins or the circles or the underlines. And then the next thing you want to do is write a summary. So maybe even without even looking at the article, you could shut the article up and you could write yourself a summary on your computer or just on the page, or you could leave it open and write yourself a summary about what you remember the article being. The next step then is to have some type of verbal review. So either read your summary out loud to someone and listen to theirs, or just shut everything up and try to tell somebody what the article was about or what the chapter was about. So those are kind of the steps of active reading. It may seem like a long process, but if you do this with every chapter you read, you will, one, have notes to review right away, and you'll have your highlighted parts in your chapter to go back to and review. But two, you'll remember it a lot quicker and a lot easier.